There was one time while I was doing my GCSE exams, it was the first maths paper, and I thought I was smashing it. You know, I'd answered every question, I thought, and I was sat there pretty relaxed, enjoying myself, taking in the vibe, you know, drinking a bit of water out of my clear bottle with no label on it. And then the invigilator says, 5 minutes left, like they do in their scary fashion. I thought, you know, I'll check through my answers one more time and just see what happens. And then I had a horrid realisation. I'd noticed that some pages were stuck together and I'd left about 4 questions worth just completely blank on this maths paper. I thought I'd failed. I thought that was the difference between me getting the grade I wanted and getting something shit. So I know what you're going through right now, but I'm here to help, and that's what this video is for.
You're probably sitting there thinking, shit, Joel, I've ballsed up this exam. What am I going to do? My whole life's over. I may as well just die. Nothing matters anyway. Life's just stupid. Our existence is insignificant. You know, there's not even a point in being here. But I'm going to make the argument, right, that you're probably catastrophizing. You're probably making the situation seem worse than it is, because the mind does that, right? You might think your mind is your friend. Well, no. There's a lot of times where your mind is actually working against you, and this could be one of them, right? There might have been just a few questions in the paper of, you know, loads of questions that you felt like you kind of ballsed up, right? And that means that you've really only missed up a few marks, okay? And you've probably done pretty well. It could just be your negative biases. If you clicked on this video, you're probably a perfectionist. You probably take exams way too seriously. So that means you're probably catastrophizing the result. And you've probably done really well. So therefore, try and be objective. You're probably just being quite biased, right? And just see your actual exam paper as a whole. Don't just focus on the areas where you think you've missed marks or you've been wrong. And you'll see when you be objective that you've probably done pretty decently and that there is no need to worry. So let's say you've completely messed up that test though, like you didn't answer half the questions, or like you literally had no idea and you waffled about some other shit that's got nothing to do with what the exam was looking for, right? Let's say that's the instance, right? I'm going to try and preach to you why that's okay. Firstly, you can resit exams, right? That's always an option, whether it's a month after the one you just had, or you just do another year in that year of school, whether it's year 13 or year 11, and do that exam again, right? That's not fun, but it's an option, and it's definitely something worth considering. Number 2, there is more to life than how you do in your exams. This beautiful experience that we call life has so much brilliant, vibrant, diverse, positive experiences to it than what you get on results day. That grade or that number really is insignificant. Just look outside your window. The sky's quite nice. Look at the grass, it's lovely. You know, you've got people to talk to. You've got fun experiences to have. Grades aren't the most important thing in your life, so try and focus on the good stuff and remember that it's not that deep. You are going to die, okay? You know, it might be tomorrow, it might be next week. Most likely it's going to be in 50 years' time, but you are still going to die, right? And that means that try and focus on the things in life that will stay and still be alive when you die, which is the people that you have connected with, the memories that you've shared, the experiences that you've had, right? When you die, you're not going to give a shit whether you got a C or a B in maths. You are just going to be focusing on the experiences that you had in life and the things that you really regretted, right? So if you've not done that well, try and see that it's not that deep. I know that, you know, I probably shouldn't be saying all of this because I perform really well at school, but I'd like to think I'd have the mindset, if I didn't do as well or I had a shocker, that I'd be able to realise, Joel, it's all right, don't worry. Thirdly, you can be successful in life without good grades. There are countless people in the world that have done amazing things in their field and they didn't do very well at school. In fact, maybe they dropped out at 13, or maybe they just absolutely flunked all their exams and got just about scraping passes, or they just failed everything completely right, but they're really successful, really rich, enjoying themselves, they've got brilliant businesses, like they're just thriving in life, and they didn't get good grades. So that is not the underlying thing. If you want to be a doctor, you know, and you want to go and study medicine at Cambridge, you need good grades. That's just facts, right? But there are other avenues to go down. You could work on a specific skill that does not need academia and get really good at that. You might be an athlete and you can just work super hard at your sport and become massively successful, okay? Even if you don't have a key natural skill or you're not an athlete, you can make your own business. You can be an entrepreneur and you don't need grades to do that. Find a gap in the market and work goddamn hard to fulfill it with some kind of business, and you can be super successful. All you need is passion, hard work, discipline and patience, and you can can literally do anything and be as successful as you could ever dream of, right? It doesn't really depend on the grades you get in school. Certain paths do, but not every path to success is to do with grades. If you got to this point in the video, firstly, thank you. Secondly, you clearly enjoy my content and you like me as a human. You can start exploring the rest of my stuff by clicking that video. But with that said, I'll see you next time. Try and chill out. You haven't completely failed. You're still a great human. I still rate you, even though you might have flunked the exam. I'll see you next time. Until then, be an anomaly.